The storm devours the world in white fury, and Elena knows with bone-deep certainty that something is about to die in her arms tonight. The blizzard has been building for hours, temperature plummeting to 40 below, the kind of storm where the mountain claims victims and keeps them until spring thaw. Her cabin is barely visible through the white darkness, even from 20 feet away. Elena sweeps her flashlight across the perimeter, breath freezing instantly in the brutal air. 18 months. 18 months of running from what happened, from who she used to be. The memory flashes unbidden, blood spreading crimson across pristine snow, a child's torn jacket, the courtroom where they called her negligent. Her sanctuary shut down. Her name destroyed. Guilty by association. Then she hears it, howls that don't sound like normal wolves. Too human. Too aware. Too agonized. She'd sworn never to touch another wolf. The last time cost her everything. But that sound. Elena ventures out, follows the blood trail through hip-deep snow. Drag marks. Signs of violence. And then she sees them. 3 wolves collapse together. One white-gray, barely breathing. 2 massive dark forms with eyes that glow like molten amber, weakened but watching her with impossible intelligence. The white wolf will die in minutes. But if she brings them inside, she's alone with predators. If she leaves them, she's a killer again. Chapter 1. The Mercy. Elena hooks her arms under the white wolf's shoulders and pulls. The animal is shockingly heavy, dead weight that nearly drags her down. Ice crystals crust the wolf's fur, and Elena can barely feel a heartbeat beneath her gloved fingers. 20 feet feels like 20 miles. Her muscles scream. Her lungs burn with frozen air. But she doesn't stop. When she finally gets the white wolf inside by the fireplace, she turns back for the others. The 2 dark wolves are conscious barely. The massive black one watches her approach with unnerving intelligence, lips peeling back to reveal teeth like knives. A warning. Elena raises her hands slowly. I'm trying to help. The black wolf's eyes, impossibly amber, glowing even without her flashlight, track her every movement. But he doesn't lunge. Instead, he staggers to his feet, swaying. The gray wolf collapses twice on the journey back. Each time, Elena has to support his considerable weight, her shoulder wedged under his chest. He's bleeding from multiple wounds, breath rattling in his lungs. The black wolf stumbles alongside them, never taking his eyes off her. Inside, Elena creates a makeshift triage area. The white wolf, she names her Luna for the moonlight color of her fur, has a massive gash across her ribs. Hypothermia. Critical blood loss. Elena's hands find the suture kit, and suddenly she's back there, stitching wounds on another wolf, one that looked at her with trust before it escaped and tore a child apart. Her hands shake violently, but muscle memory takes over. She works through the night, stitching, warming, stabilizing. The dark wolves watch her every move, positioning themselves between her and the door. The black one, Cade, she decides, because he moves like a warrior, never blinks. The gray one, Maven, for the way he seems to be calculating, planning, keeps his head low, but his eyes are alert. They're not leaving, Elena whispers to herself. And I'm trapped with them. Dawn breaks through the windows in shades of pink and gold. Luna's breathing has steadied. The dark wolves have stopped shivering. Elena collapses into her armchair, too exhausted to care anymore. If they're going to kill her, let them. At least she tried to save something this time. She closes her eyes, expecting never to wake. When consciousness returns, the cabin is filled with afternoon light. Elena jolts upright, heart hammering. All 3 wolves are exactly where she left them. But something is wrong. She crawls to Luna's side, examines the wound, and finds nothing but a thin silver scar. That's not possible. Chapter 2. The Wrong Kind of Wolves. Elena runs her fingers along the silver scar for the 3rd time, her veterinary training offering no explanation. The wound was catastrophic. She'd stitched through muscle and tissue, saw the damage to Luna's ribs. That kind of trauma takes weeks to heal, leaves thick, ropey scar tissue. Not this thin line, barely visible beneath white gold fur. The dark wolves are wrong too. They maintain a respectful distance, circling the cabin's perimeter but never crowding her. When she sets out bowls of water, they drink delicately, deliberately. And when she cooks breakfast, because she has to eat, even if her guests are predators, Cade whines at the door. Elena opens it cautiously. He trots outside, disappears behind the woodpile, then returns minutes later. Wild wolves don't have bathroom manners, Elena mutters, staring after him. She begins documenting everything in her mother's old journal. Eye contact that holds too long. Problem-solving ability. Maven figured out how to nudge the latch on the pantry door. Coordinated communication through glances and subtle body language. Maven appears to be organizing the other 2, directing them with minute shifts of his head. That afternoon, exhaustion drags Elena under despite her fear. She dreams of running through snow on 4 legs, muscles bunching and releasing with perfect efficiency. She's hunting as part of a pack, their minds connected through instinct and something more. It feels right. It feels like coming home. Elena wakes gasping, her hands tingling with pins and needles. Her senses feel overwhelmed. She can hear 3 distinct heartbeats, smell copper and pine and something wild. Luna approaches slowly, her ice blue eyes holding Elena's gaze. She presses her cold nose into Elena's palm. The vision slams through her, a young woman with platinum blonde hair, screaming as men in tactical gear fire silver bullets. Blood. So much blood. The feeling of dying. Elena jerks back. What are you? Luna retreats, ears flat, something too much like understanding in her expression. That night, Elena lies on the couch, rifle within reach but knowing it won't matter. If they wanted her dead, she'd be dead. She watches the fire paint shadows across the cabin walls. The shadows move wrong, too tall, too humanoid. Her heart thunders in her chest. She pretends to be asleep, watching through slitted eyes. Luna's form begins to shimmer in the firelight. Elena's breath catches in her throat. The air seems to thicken, reality bending at the edges. For ripples like water, limbs elongating, restructuring. The sound is soft, crackling ice, wind through branches. Fur becomes skin. Paws become hands. And the woman from Elena's vision kneels where Luna had been sleeping, naked and trembling and undeniably human. Chapter 3. The Truth and the Curse. Elena sits up slowly, gripping the rifle she knows is useless. The woman kneeling by the fire is petite, platinum blonde, perfect, and completely naked. Their eyes meet, and the woman's face crumples with terror. Please don't scream. Please don't run. Her voice breaks. I owe you my life. What are you? Elena's voice is steadier than she feels. We're shifters. Ancient bloodlines. We usually avoid humans, but Luna wraps her arms around herself, shivering despite the fire's warmth. Hunters attacked us 3 days ago. Silver weapons. I was dying. Cade and Maven brought me to the only warm place we could reach before the storm took us all. Elena's mind races through possibilities. Parallel evolution? Genetic mutation? Magic? None of it makes sense. All of it is impossible. Show me again. Luna's eyes widen. You want to see? Show me. The transformation is faster this time, still beautiful and terrible. Within seconds, the white wolf sits where the woman had been. Holy hell. Elena sets down the rifle with trembling hands. The air shimmers twice more. Maven appears first lean, calculating eyes even in human form, scars crisscrossing his torso. Then Cade, tall, powerfully built, tribal tattoos covering his shoulders and chest, intimidating even naked. Especially naked. Elena finds her mother's old flannels, tosses them over. The clothes are comically oversized, but at least everyone's decent now. The atmosphere shifts when Cade speaks. We need to explain what you've done. Luna's eyes fill with tears. No, Cade, please. She deserves to know. Cade's amber eyes fix on Elena with something like regret. There's a blood curse. Ancient pack law from when humans and shifters were at war. Any human who saves a pack member's life and witnesses our transformation must be killed within 3 moon cycles, or the entire pack loses their ability to shift forever. We die as wolves, trapped in that form. The words hang in the air like smoke. So you're saying I saved your lives, and now you have to kill me? Maven steps forward. It's not personal. It's survival. Our pack is already dying, 8 of us left after the hunters came. If we don't, then do it. Elena's voice is flat, emotionless. I'm not worth saving anyway. That boy died because of me. At least dying here means something. Cade's face transforms with confusion and something like pain. Luna gasps. What boy? Elena tells them. The sanctuary. The tortured wolf. The 6-year-old torn apart while she was in town buying supplies. The trial. The guilty verdict that never came but didn't need to, the court of public opinion had already decided. Her name destroyed. Her life ended. Maven's eyes narrow with understanding. You've been carrying survivor's guilt like a death sentence. I earned it. Cade stares at her for a long moment, then shakes his head. I can't kill you. Not like this. Not when you want it. He walks to the door, his form rippling back to wolf before he disappears into the snow. Luna whispers, that's the problem. He's supposed to be able to. Chapter 4. The Moon's Warning. The first full moon rises like a bone-white eye, and Elena feels something shift in the air. The cabin seems smaller suddenly, the walls pressing in. 3 more, Maven says quietly, watching moonlight paint silver across the floor. 3 more full moons until the curse completes. Cade returns at dawn, human again, his expression carefully blank. Luna explains the pack dynamics while he sits silent and brooding. Cade is Alpha. The position fell to him when his father was killed by hunters 2 years ago. Maven is Beta, his strategist and second. Luna is Cade's younger sister, the baby of what remains of the Nightshade pack. 5 others are scattered across 3 states, hiding, waiting for word it's safe to return. Why can't you just not tell anyone about me? Elena asks. Who would know? The curse knows. Maven's voice is matter-of-fact, clinical. It's not about us keeping a secret. It's blood magic, old magic. It can sense when the oath has been broken. We felt it the moment Luna transformed in front of you. Like a hook setting in our ribs. Elena wants to argue, but she's been feeling strange all day. Her senses are sharper. She can smell the forest through closed windows, identify each distinct tree. She hears 3 heartbeats, knows which belongs to whom. When Luna moves too quickly, Elena tastes copper and fear on her tongue. Luna notices her noticing. You're changing. Elena, who is your father? My mother said he died before I was born. She never talked about him. I have his last name, Cross, but that's all. Something passes between the three shifters. Maven stands abruptly. May I? He searches Elena's mother's room with practiced efficiency, finds a hidden box in the back of the closet. Letters, yellowed with age, addressed to someone named Margaret. Elena's mother. The return address makes Maven's hands still. Silver Creek, Montana. Silver Creek was destroyed 30 years ago, Cade says, his voice hollow. Every silver blood was hunted to extinction. The bloodline that could break curses. The only wolves who could challenge the old magic. Elena stares at the letters. What's silver blood? A genetic rarity, Maven explains. 1 in 10,000. They could heal with a touch, break magical bonds, transform curses into blessings. That's why they were hunted. Too powerful. Too dangerous to those who profit from keeping others cursed. Luna's eyes widen. Elena, you're half silver blood. That's why you're having the shift dreams. That's why you healed me faster than she cuts off, understanding dawning. You're changing. As if summoned by her words, Elena's vision blurs. Her eyes burn, and when she catches her reflection in the darkened window, they flash ice blue. Her fingernails sharpen into claws, then retract with searing pain. She gasps, doubling over. Silver bloods need a living pack to complete transformation, Maven says slowly, realization spreading across his face. Without one, the change kills them. But if she completes it, she might be able to break the curse. Cade finishes, something like hope kindling in his amber eyes. Then it dies. But the transformation might kill her first. And we have less than 3 months to figure out which. Chapter 5. The Hunt Within. Elena runs. Not away, never away again. She runs with them, her body caught between human and wolf, legs lengthening with each stride, senses exploding into crystalline clarity. Snow crunches under her paws feet, and for the first time in years, she feels alive. Cade Lopez beside her, patient as he teaches her to track. His shoulder brushes hers, warmth bleeding through fur and skin. He shows her how to read the forest, the subtle press of deer hooves, the musk of fear, the copper promise of prey. Their connection deepens with each touch, each shared glance, until Elena can almost sense his thoughts. Maven teaches her the theory, pack dynamics, the weight of hierarchy, what it costs to be alpha. Every decision is life or death, he says. Every choice reverberates through the pack bond. Cade carries that weight alone. Luna becomes her sister in all but blood. They talk late into the night about loss, about fear, about what it means to be a woman in a world of teeth and violence. Luna braids Elena's hair and teaches her the old songs, the ones the Nightshade Pack sang before the hunters came. The shift dreams intensify. Elena runs through Silver Creek before it burned, a thriving community of shifters living openly, without fear. In the dream center stands her father, a massive silver wolf with eyes like glacial ice. He turns to her, recognition blazing in his gaze, and she understands. He knew this moment was coming. He prepared for it by loving her mother, by giving Elena the blood that might save them all. She wakes gasping to find Cade sitting vigil beside her bed. "You should sleep," she whispers. "So should you." His hand finds hers in the darkness. "I've never felt this torn. My duty says one thing. My heart says another. Don't fall for the girl you're supposed to kill, Cade. It only ends one way." He leans closer, his amber eyes molten in the moonlight. "What if there's another way? What if you're the answer, not the problem?" His lips brush hers, tentative, questioning. Elena answers by pulling him closer, kissing him like she's drowning and he's air. The second moon rises 2 weeks later, massive and accusing. 2 months left. Elena's partial transformations become more frequent, more painful. Her body convulses with the attempt to change, bones grinding, muscles tearing, but something blocks it. She's caught between forms, belonging to neither world. Maven buries himself in research, ancient texts spread across the kitchen table. Finally, he finds it. Silver bloods needed acceptance. Not just of their nature, of their pack. They had to be claimed and claim in return. Without that bond, the transformation fails. Elena opens her mouth to respond, but Luna bursts through the door, eyes wide with terror. Hunter's camp. 5 miles east. They're closing in. Chapter 6. The Captured. Elena wakes to silence. Wrong silence. The kind where a heartbeat should be and isn't. Luna. She bolts upright. Cade and Maven are already at the door, shifting mid-stride. They follow Luna's scent through the forest, and Elena's emerging senses catalog the wrongness. Silver residue on tree bark, mechanical scents that don't belong, the acrid stink of human fear sweat masking predatory intent. Traps everywhere, silver wire hidden in snow, pressure plates disguised under branches. They find Luna unconscious in a net that glows with sickly luminescence. Silver mesh. Her skin blisters where it touches. Cade snarls, muscles bunching to attack. Maven grabs his scruff. Strategy. They're waiting for exactly that. Elena's heart hammers as she sees the trap, the clearing ringed with men, weapons trained on the woods. I'll distract them. You get Luna out. Elena, Cade starts. I'm human enough to pass. You're not. She steps into the clearing before he can argue. 6 men will toward her, rifles rising. Elena raises her hands, forcing her voice steady. Jesus, don't shoot. I'm lost. My car broke down about 3 miles back. The lead hunter steps forward, eyes narrowing. You're that vet who killed the kid. Recognition sharpens his features. What are you doing out here? Elena's blood turns to ice, but she keeps the lie smooth. Photography. Nature therapy. My therapist said isolation would help with it. She gestures vaguely, letting him fill in the trauma. Funny place for therapy. He doesn't lower his weapon. Behind him, Elena spots Luna in a cage, weak but breathing. The man follows her gaze and smiles. We're from the Silver Moon Society. We hunt monsters. And we know all about the Nightshade Pack. Elena's stomach drops. These are the men who killed Cade's father. That thing in the cage? The hunter continues. It's bait. The alpha will come for his sister. They always do. Rage ignites in Elena's chest, white-hot and primal. She gives the signal, a sharp whistle. Chaos erupts. Cade and Maven explode from the tree lean, all teeth and fury. Elena's protective rage triggers something massive. Her partial shift rips through her, more complete than ever before. She's caught between forms, half human and half wolf, clumsy but powerful. A hunter swings at her with a silver blade. She catches his wrist, her claws sinking deep. They fight like demons. Maven tears through the cage. Cade carries Luna in his jaws. Then Elena feels it, burning cold sliding between her ribs. The silver blade. She looks down at the wound, watches black veins spread from it like poison roots. They run. Back at the cabin, Elena collapses. The wound isn't healing. Cade shifts to human, his hands glowing with amber light as he tries to draw out the poison using pack magic. Nothing works. The black veins crawl toward her heart. Silver poisoning is deadly to shifters, Maven says quietly. And you're half-shifter. Elena's vision blurs. Her heart stutters. Cade's face swims above her, desperate and terrified. Luna kneels beside them, tears streaming. There's one way. If she completes the transformation, she'll burn out the silver. But she might not survive the change. Chapter 7. The Choice. The third moon rises, bloated and accusing. 1 month left. But Elena won't survive the night. The silver poison spreads through her bloodstream like frost on glass, black veins mapping her skin. Her heartbeat stutters, weakens. Cade paces the cabin like a caged animal, his face carved from desperation. We forced the transformation, he says. It's the only way. It could kill her. Maven's voice is clinical, but his eyes betray him. Her body's too weak. The change requires massive energy. Let the curse take us. Cade's words fall like stones. If we die as wolves, she lives. No. Luna's voice cracks. That's not what she'd want. She didn't save us so we could throw it away. Elena's eyes flutter open, each breath a knife. Do it. The words cost her. Transform me. Cade kneels beside her, gathering her close. It could kill you. I'm already dead. She tastes copper, feels her heart skipping beats. I've been dead since that boy died. This is my chance to actually live. Maven makes the calls. By nightfall, 5 more wolves emerge from the forest, the scattered remnants of Nightshade Pack, answering their alpha's summons. 8 in total. Barely enough for the ritual. They form a circle around Elena in the snow outside, moonlight painting them silver. The song begins low, haunting, older than language. Pack magic rises like heat shimmer, flowing into Elena's failing body. The transformation is agony. Her bones break and reform, each snap echoing through the frozen night. Fur erupts from her skin in waves of silver fire. Her consciousness expands, fracturing and reforming, and suddenly she's experiencing memories that aren't hers, her father's bloodline pouring through her, Silver Creek before the flames, children playing in the square. The last silver alpha standing defiant as hunters closed in, choosing death over surrender. Elena's human self burns away. All the guilt, all the shame, all the trauma consumed in the crucible of transformation. What emerges is pure, primal right. When it ends, a magnificent silver wolf stands where Elena had lain dying. Larger than the others, fur gleaming like moonlight on water, eyes the blue of glacial ice. The silver poison is gone, burned away in the transformation's fire. Her first thought ripples through the pack bond, clear as a bell. I am home. I am whole. I am alpha. And in that moment of perfect clarity, she understands. The curse was never meant to be broken by death, it was meant to be broken by transformation. By a silver blood willing to bridge the gap between human and wolf, to prove that mercy could shatter ancient hatred. She knows what must be done. Chapter 8. The Pack Reborn. Elena shifts between forms as easily as breathing now, her silver blood singing through transformed veins. She heals Maven's old scars with a touch, feels danger approaching from miles away, breaks the silver residue still clinging to Luna's skin from the net. The pack gathers at dawn, and Elena explains what she learned in the fire of transformation. The curse was misinterpreted for centuries. Death of the savior never meant murder, it meant death of their old self. A silver blood's transformation is that death and rebirth. I died as Elena Cross, guilty and broken. I was reborn as something new. Hope kindles in 8 pairs of eyes. But Maven's analytical mind catches the flaw. If it were that simple, the curse marks would be gone. He shows his shoulder, an intricate symbol that shimmers black against his skin, invisible to human eyes. They're still there. Elena closes her eyes, reaching for the knowledge written in her blood. There's more. A silver blood must willingly claim the pack as hers and be claimed by an alpha as mate. Only a true mated pair bond can break the curse permanently. Cade steps forward, his amber eyes holding hers. Then claim us. Claim me. The mating ritual is ancient, beautiful. Cade and Elena stand at the circle's center, the pack surrounding them in wolf form. They speak the old words, promises of protection, of loyalty, of love that transcends the divide between human and beast. When Cade marks her throat with his teeth, gentle but deliberate, power explodes through the pack bond. The curse marks begin to glow, first dim, then brilliant. The magic fractures like ice under pressure, spiderwebbing across each pack member's skin. Elena feels it breaking, feels freedom rising. Wait. Maven's voice cuts through the celebration. His curse mark is glowing differently, pulsing red instead of white. There's still blood debt. Someone has to die for the curse to fully break. The magic demands balance. Before anyone can respond, rifle shots crack through the morning air. The hunters found them. Silver bullets rip through the clearing. The pack scatters, but they're vulnerable, caught between human and wolf, weakened by the ritual's energy drain. Elena sees the bullet's trajectory, sees it aimed at her chest. Cade slams into her, taking the shot. He falls hard, silver spreading from the wound like poison. No! Elena drops beside him, her healing power surging. A second shot. Maven is the target. Luna doesn't hesitate. She throws herself in front of him, a silver blade buried deep in her chest, before anyone can stop her. No! Elena's scream tears through the forest, raw and primal. Luna collapses, blood spreading across pristine snow, her ice blue eyes finding Elena's one last time. The curse mark on Luna's shoulder explodes with light, and Elena understands with horrible clarity. Luna just paid the blood debt willingly, sacrificing herself to save them all. Chapter 9. The Silver Blood Sacrifice. Luna is dying. The silver blade pierced her heart, and no amount of pressure stops the blood spreading across snow. Elena's alpha power awakens fully, grief and rage fusing into something terrible and beautiful. Her body convulses, shifting into the true war form of silver bloods, 7 feet tall, silver fur blazing like moonlight, ice blue eyes burning with ancient fury, deadly claws extended, but human intelligence sharp behind the beast. She tears through the hunters with terrifying precision. 3 fall before they can reload. 2 more flee, and Elena lets them go, mercy even in rage. The leader raises his weapon. Elena snaps it in half and pins him to a tree by his throat. Leave, she growls, her voice fractured between human and wolf. Or become food. He runs. Maven clutches his side, injured but alive. Cade's breathing, the silver bullet lodged near his lung but not fatal. Elena returns to Luna's body, sees the curse mark glowing red, the curse consuming her as payment. The curse needs death, Elena whispers, understanding flooding through her. But it doesn't specify whose. She could offer herself. But Maven's hand stops her. Wait. Silver Bloods were called curse breakers because they could bring back those recently dead. Resurrection magic, it's in the old texts. Then It requires all your alpha power. All your silver blood abilities. You'd lose everything that makes you special. Elena doesn't hesitate. She kneels beside Luna, places her hands on her sister's chest. Luna gave her life for us. I'll give my power for her. Silver light erupts from Elena's palms, pouring into Luna's wound. The magic tears through Elena like wildfire, burning away the silver sheen of her fur, fading her eyes from ice blue to hazel, draining the ancient power from her blood. The curse marks on every pack member crack, splinter, shatter into light. Luna gasps, eyes flying open, the silver blade dissolving as her heart beats again. Elena collapses. Cade catches her before she hits the ground. What did you do? What any alpha should. Her voice is weak but certain. I chose my pack. Elena wakes 3 days later to Cade's amber eyes watching over her. She's still a shifter. She can feel the wolf beneath her skin, but the magic is gone. She's ordinary now, almost human. Luna appears in the doorway, healthy and glowing, Maven's hand in hers. The 8 Nightshade survivors pledge loyalty, not to a silver blood, but to the woman who sacrificed everything for them. Elena realizes she's no longer the vet who let a child die. She's the alpha who chose love over power. I want to build something, she tells Cade that evening. A sanctuary. Not hiding what we are, but showing humans and shifters can coexist. We'll build it together. He kisses her temple. Co-alphas. Partners. Maven and Luna scout Silver Creek. It can be reclaimed, rebuilt, made whole. Weeks later, Elena walks through snow in her red winter coat. The pack runs ahead, Luna and Maven wrestling, others hunting. Cade walks beside her, warm and solid. Any regrets? He asks. I gave up magic to gain a family. She smiles. That's not a sacrifice. That's a choice. They shift together, 2 wolves among 8, and run into the forest. Elena throws back her head and howls, not in loneliness, not in pain, but in pure joy. The pack answers, voices rising in harmony. She is home. She is whole. She is finally, impossibly, beautifully free.